Hey there, second grade. Today we are going to be starting on page 241. And today we're going to be doing chapter 4, lesson 4, subtracting from a two-digit number. Now, the last lesson that we were working on was regrouping, and we were using our base 10 blocks to help show us that. And today we're going to continue on with that. So at the very bottom of our page, it says, Jack saw 34 crabs on the beach. So I'm going to put 34 over here. And if you're not here on page 241, go ahead and get there with us right now as we get started on this problem. Jack saw 34 crabs on the beach. It says 8 crabs ran into the water. So we're going to take away 8. So the problem we want to solve is 34 minus 8. Now, if you've got your base 10 blocks, you are welcome to work this problem with me. All right, so what we're going to do is show off our problem for today. So here I've got 10, 20, and 30. All right, because we've got to start off with 34. So with my base 10 blocks, I'm showing you 30. We've got 3, I like to call these straights. 3 straights is 10, 20, 30. But now I need 4 ones. So I've got these little cubes are each worth 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I've got 10, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, and 34. Now it wants me to take away 8 of these. Well, the way that I'm going to take away 8 is 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't have anything else to take away. So what do I need to do? Well, if you were with me last time, we had to take our 10 and break it into ones. So this can't be broken. It's a hard, solid piece because it's a 10. So what I need to do is bring back those 4 that I already had, and I'm going to take this 10 and I'm going to, poof, break it into 10 ones. All right, here are my 10 ones, and I keep showing you this because I know it's 10 because it's the same size as my tens place. But instead of it being a hard piece like this one that doesn't break, I can take pieces out because these are all ones. So I still have 10, 20, 30, and then 4 more. But this time I can take away my 8. So I'm going to take away 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I took away 8 because I had more ones that I could take away. Well, now I can answer my problem. So what was 34 minus 8? Well, how many ones do I have left? Well, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So in my ones place, I'm going to put the 6. And how many tens do I have? 10, 20. I have 2 groups of 10. So my answer here would be 26. Well, this is exactly what we're going to be doing during our lesson today, and we are starting off on page 241. If you haven't got there, get there with me right now, but we're going to go to the next page. So we're now on page 242. If you are not at page 242, I'm going to ask you to pause right now so that way you can get there because we've got to all be on the same page in order for us to do this problem. So go ahead and get there with me. And we're going to take a look at this page. So if you haven't got there, pause. Otherwise, let's take a look at what we've got. So up here at the top, we've got 34 minus 6 is the problem we're going to be working with. Well, they've already gone ahead and put it into our place values. So this is our work mat, and it helps us out. So show 34. Well, 34 is our top number. And here they've shown us we've got 10, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. So I have 4 ones and 3 tens. And I want to take away 6. So let's go ahead and take a look. Can I do that? Well, I'm going to start crossing off. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need to take away more, but there's no more ones for me to take away. So what am I going to do? Well, I'm going to regroup. So let's take a look at step 2. So I crossed off my 4, but it wasn't enough. So I've got those 4 back here, and I'm going to take my straight, and I'm going to move it over to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I no longer have this 10. Instead, I have 10 ones. And when I do that, just like we've been regrouping before, I need to take 1 away from my tens group and move it over to my ones. Because now, how many ones do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14. So in my box on top, I can put 14. Normally, we do not allow 2 digits in a place value. But when we're subtracting, the top number has to be bigger than the bottom number. So when we have a 4 on top, we can't take away 6. So we need to turn it into that 14 by regrouping our 10 over into our ones. All right? Well, now that I've done that, now I can take 14 minus 6. And you might notice they crossed off these numbers down here. That just helps us keep track of what we're using. So 14 minus 6. So we're going to cross off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're going to say how many are now left. Well, count them up with me. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they put an 8 in my ones place. All right. Now we can subtract the tens place. Well, I have 2 minus, and there's nothing there. So 2 minus 0 is still 2. So how many do I have all together? Well, I've got 10, 20. So I've got 2 groups of 10. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in my ones place. So my answer here is going to be 28. So now we're going to take a look at number 1. So down here at the bottom, we're going to take a look at number 1 and number 2. And now it does tell us that we can use WorkMat 6. So if you've got your base 10 blocks with you, you are welcome to do that. But we're going to take a look here. We're also going to look at what we have. So starting off, we've got 23 minus 5. And when we read a subtraction problem, we read it from left to right, from top to bottom. So 23 minus 5. All right. So when I take a look at this, let me go ahead and grab these real quick. So here's 10 and 20. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I'm sorry. I have 3. 23. There we go. All right. So I've got my 23. Well, I need to take away 5. So when I take away my 5, I can take away 1, 2, 3. Uh-oh. Can I do that? No, I don't have any more ones to take away. So let me bring those 3 back over so we can use them. But I'm going to have to get rid of one of my 10 straights. And I'm going to have to regroup it into ones again. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so I changed my straight into ones. Well, how many ones do I now have? Let's count these up real quick. All right. So I've got, for my yellow, sorry, let me try to straighten these out real quick. There we go. A little bit better. All right. So how many yellows do I have? Well, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I have 11, 12, 13. So in my ones place, I need to put 13. And when I put 13, I'm going to cross off this 3 because it's no longer a 3. I took my 3 and put 10 more with it to make 13. Now I need to ask, well, how many straights do I have? Well, there's 10 yellow here, but they are not a straight. I only have 1 orange straight now. So I'm going to cross off my 2 and put a 1 because I only have 1 straight now. Now I can subtract my 1. So I have 13 ones here. We already counted those. And I'm going to take away 5. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now that I've taken away those 5, now I can say, how many do I have left? Well, let's count them up. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So in my ones place, I'm going to put 8. Now I can do my tens place. I have 10 minus 0. 10 minus 0. Well, sorry, 10 minus 0. 1 minus 0. It's in my tens place. So I have a 10 here. I'm not taking anything away from it. So how many tens am I left with? I'm left with 1 tens. So my total here is going to be 18. I have 18 total blocks. All right. Let's take a look at number 2. This time, I'm not going to use my base 10 blocks. I'm just going to use what they're showing me here. All right, so let's take a look. So for number 2, I have 58 minus 4. All right, 58 minus 4. Well, when I do a subtraction problem, I'm going to start in my ones place. So I'm going to start with 8 minus 4. Well, I've got my 8 over here, so let's cross them out, and you can do this with me. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I was able to take all 4 away without regrouping. So how many do I have left? Well, here's the ones that are not done. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 left over. So in my ones place, I'm going to put the number 4. Now I'm going to ask, did I have to regroup and take any of my straights away? No, there's still 5 straights here. So 5 minus nothing is still going to be 5. So my answer there would be 54. All right, we're going to try doing a few more together. So I'm going to back out, and we're going to turn to the next page, page 243. Now on page 243, I'm going to show you, or I'm going to do the next one without using my base 10 blocks. So let's go ahead and take a look at number 3 together, and we're going to solve this the same way that we solved our problems yesterday. So we're going to go ahead, I'm going to zoom in for a minute, and again, we're on page 243. All right, page 243, and on here, we're going to go ahead and get started. So I've got my whiteboard here that I'm going to be solving this problem on using my whiteboard, all right? So I've got 34. So I'm going to draw that out. So I've got 1, 2, 3 straights, all right? 3 straights to show my 3 tens. I need 4 ones. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, if I have 4 minus 7, can I do that? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Was I able to take away 7? No, I did not have enough. So I'm going to redraw my 4 because they didn't go away, but I need to regroup. I need to move a 10 over. So I'm going to erase one of my straights and turn it into 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I need to put that up here. I took away one of my 10s. So I'm going to cross off my 3. And how many straights am I left with? Well, I have 1, 2. So there are 2 straights left. Well, now I need to cross off my 4 because I just brought in a whole bunch more 1s. How many 1s do I now have? Well, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I'm going to write 14 up at the top. Well, now I can take away my 7. Now I can cross off my 7 because I have more on top. So let's do it. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, now we just need to total up what we've got left. So how many of my 1s did I have? Well, I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 14 minus 7 equals 7. How many 10s am I left with? Well, I have 1, 2 in my 10s place. So my answer here would be 27. All right. All right, I'm going to have you go ahead and try the rest of these problems on your own. I do want to just remind you real fast, even when they take away the workmat 6 and they just give us boxes, we still solve it the same way. Even when they come down to the bottom and they take away those boxes, we still solve it the same way. If we need to regroup, we just write it up on top. Make sure if you have to regroup, make sure you're crossing off the old numbers, but that's how we're going to solve these problems. All right. So I'm going to let you go from here and get working on page 243. You are going to do problems 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. The whole rest of the page on page 243. Go ahead and get started on that right now, and we'll go over it in class tomorrow. Have a great rest of the day. Thanks for working so hard with me.